Alright, here we have some of our miniature collectible cannons. All these cannons are made of die-cast metal parts, including bronze, brass, and steel. They come in Revolutionary War style as well as Civil War style. I'm not going to be able to give you a history lesson on all of them, but I'll do my best to do a few of them. All the ones that you see here, except for the ones in the back, these two cannons are English model 1700 cannons made in Spain by Denix. These are die-cast metal, and the big one is over 3 pounds, and the smaller Napoleon is about a pound. These once again are made by Denix in Spain and are made of steel. All the other ones you see here are made in the USA by Americana. They are made of bronze and brass. I'm going to start on the right here, if I can, with these two. This is the English 6-pounder field gun. Artillery played a very important part in the American Revolution. The 6-pounder field gun had a bronze barrel measuring 4.5 inches in length and a 3.6-inch bore. The cannon's carriage included ammunition boxes on both sides, weighing over 500 pounds. The field cannon was usually transported by horse or oxen. On the battlefield, they were maneuvered by cannoneers using drag ropes. The full crew for a field cannon numbered 14 or 15 men, and the range often exceeded 2,000 yards, but most field use was restricted to under 500 yards. These are made of bronze and have a brass barrel, and they range in size from about a quarter pound to just over half a pound. The ones you see here, the two sizes. Alright, the ones in the middle we have here, this is a miniature Civil War Napoleon cannon with a parrot barrel. These are miniature Revolutionary 12-pounder cannons. They have a brass barrel. Here we have a couple of model 1857 Civil War Napoleon cannons. I'm going to describe to you a little mortar now. Alright, this is a miniature version of an 8-inch Civil War mortar. The 8-inch mortar was considered a siege weapon. Even at its weight of over half a ton, it was light enough to be transported via a mortar wagon. This allowed the gun to be used in conjunction with the infantry. Mortars usually fired round shots similar in appearance to that of a bowling ball. The overall damage created by a mortar bombardment rarely did major physical damage, but the psychological effect of the screeching shells and magnificent explosions was great, often driving the enemy from their post. This miniature mortar is about a quarter of a pound, and it's made of bronze. In the back we have two Civil War limbers that are compatible with these two cannons here. This is the most popular and well-made cannon. It's made of bronze with a brass barrel. This is a model 1857 Civil War 12-pounder light Napoleon cannon. In December 1862, General Robert E. Lee complained to the Confederate Secretary of War that his army desperately needed more Napoleon guns to counter those in use by the Northern Army. The lack of Napoleons, Lee wrote, left his artillery very unequal to their opponents, with results which were discouraging to our artillerists. Lee proposed that large numbers of his army's bronze cannon be melted down and recast into Napoleons. He summarized his position by stating that the best guns for field service, in my opinion, are the 12-pounder Napoleons and two other varieties of field pieces. The Napoleon acquired its name because its design was first sponsored by Emperor Louis Napoleon of France in the 1850s. In United States service, the Napoleon gun was formerly designated as Light 12-pounder gun, Model 1857. There were only a few dozen in existence in the United States when the Civil War began in 1861, but by the time of the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863, Napoleon's had become the most popular smoothbore cannons for both sides. Before the war ended, more than 1,100 Napoleons had been produced in the North and more than 600 in the South. Late in 1864, General Lee's army was using more Napoleons than all other varieties of cannons combined. The Napoleon gun was so very widely used because it was effective as its predecessors, but much lighter and more mobile. It was popular because it did this cruel work so well. Solid shot, explosive shell, spherical case shot, and canister could all be fired with deadly effect. Effective range was about 1,000 yards, and maximum range was nearly 1 mile. Rifled cannon could fire further and more accurately, but were not so successful with canisters. Confederate ammunition for rifled guns suffered from such damaging shortcomings that Southern gunners were particularly partial to the use of Napoleons. On either side of the line, no type of Civil War artillery was more widely or effectively used. And this cannon comes in 3 different sizes, from a 1/4 pound all the way up to a 1 pound cannon. Give you a close-up of some of these. Once again, these are all made of die-cast metal. Most are made in the USA. However, there's a couple of them that are made by Denix in Spain. And you can view all of these or a full line of miniature cannons, as well as other miniature collectibles that we offer, including a medieval catapult all the way to a miniature crossbow. You can view all of these on our website at netlinkenterprises.com.